take fun on the night. I hate when my hair gets stuck in my lip gloss. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are gonna be trying out different heatless Curlformers of some type or fashion. So I have the original Curlformers here, and I have some plain old foam? And I have some plain old foam rollers. These are so classic, such an easy way to achieve some heatless curls. So we're gonna see what happens on naturally curly hair with these products. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into the video. First off, we have to, of course, split our hair down the middle. And I'm just going to pull this side into a low ponytail. Cute. Now my hair is 80% dry, I would say. I did refresh my curls this morning and detangled it with my Tangle Teaser brush so that I can make sure it is not free before going into these Curlformers. So in your kit will be these little wands that come in here, and you have to just click them together. It has a little hook like this, and that is what we're gonna use to get our hair into the Curlformer. So if you look at the different colors, they turn separate ways. So this one will have your hair turning away from your face, the pink one, and this one will have your hair coiling towards your face. Now, since this is the left side of my head, I want it to curl away from my face, so I will be using the pink Curlformers. So let me get some of those out. We got this tiny section here. It is almost 100% dry, so I am gonna add just like that much water. I really don't want this to be super wet so that it doesn't take an eternity to dry. You absolutely can use these on extremely damp hair, but you're just gonna have to leave it in for a very long time. You can sleep on these. Is it the most comfortable thing? For sure, no. All right, now that this section is wet, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of my Not Your Mother's mousse. Tiny. Boom. It looks like a lot, but it isn't, because it's, you know, foamy. All right, and this is just gonna encourage my curls to hold once I take these Curlformers out and not frizz up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little hook thing and we are just going to feed it through that Curlformer. And now, since this Curlformer is the one that turns away from my face, I am just going to twist the top of my curl right there away from my face, loop it through the hook, just like that, and I'm going to pull it through. Yay, my hair fits. That is wonderful. All right, one's done. Now let's see this again. Get a little water, brush it through, get some mousse. Boop. Smack that, beat it through, twisty, twisty, loop the hook through, and pull on through. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the rest so you guys can see the process, but I don't want this video to get too long, so cue fast forward. All right, so I was able to do all of this side with only the pink, and I ended up still having some left. So you can easily do your whole half of hair with one color, and then you would do the other half with the other color. Now it is time to try the foam curlers on this side of my hair. Now in this set, you can see that there are multiple colors and they're all different sizes. So the pink ones are the biggest. I'm gonna try to do as much of my hair with the pink ones and then move to the green ones. Let's go ahead and start from the bottom, just like we did on the other side. And to try to keep this experiment as completely fair as possible, I am going to still use the mousse and a little bit of water, just like I did on this side. And now starting with a small chunk at the back, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on the other side of my hair. Lightly spray, brush it through a little bit, get my mousse, do a tiny bit, rake it through. So for those of you who are trying it for the first time, this little side is the side that should pop out just like that, and it should open just like this. All right, now I'm making sure everything is smoothed over and that my natural curls are not going to come through. I am going to roll from underneath, so I'm just wrapping that hair around and I am going to roll on up. Not too tight, but just like that. I'm gonna take this little clasp and click it into place. Repeat. Spray. Completely sprayed my neck. That's great. Love that for moi. Moose. Reiki, Reiki. Taking the foam curler, opening it up, starting from the bottom, rolling up and clasping her down. And we continue. It kind of looks like a sushi roll. Do you see this? It looks a little like a sushi roll, or maybe I'm just hungry. And now we continue along the whole rest of our hair. All done. Wow, I am looking my best right now, living my best life. As you can see, I did run out of the pink ones, so I just did the little green ones right in front. I think that'll work anyways. I think it'll frame my face nicely. Overall, first impressions just with the application process, I think these ones might have been a tad bit quicker just because you don't have to be as meticulous in rolling your hair up. This kind of does the work for you in that way. But these ones would be much easier to sleep on, as people have done for, many years in the past. They would sleep on these foam rollers. They're actually quite comfortable. You just put on your bonnet and go to sleep and then wake up and take them out. This side, I can tell you, I know I would wake up multiple times during the night trying to find a comfortable position. Those are just the first impressions of the application process. Neither of these took that long, actually. I think most of the time for these is really time spent waiting for your hair to dry and to be able to take them out. So with that being said, I'm gonna go let these dry for a few hours, and then I will check back in and we can take these out and see which one has better curl results. So stay tuned for those results, and I'll see you in a few hours. Bye. Hey guys, I am back, and it's been about 3 hours since I last checked in, and my hair is completely dry. I probably could have taken these out a little bit earlier, but I wanted to make sure that they were bone dry so that they don't get janky and messed up when we take them out. So we're gonna take out the Curlformer side first. I'm going to just stretch it out like this and pull straight down. Oh, look at that little curl. Okay, that's really cute. I love that. Wow, those are some very perfect coils. Obviously, you would not leave it just like this. I mean, you could, ain't nobody gonna stop you, but I would pull these apart and separate them and then tease it to get it to be much more voluminous, much bigger. I like my hair to be bigger, but this is what they look like with just the mousse in my hair. I think they turned out really, really nice. There is a little bit of a cast around these, which is good. That means it's not gonna go back to my normal curls, and it's gonna hold this shape until I get it wet again. Okay, so this is what they look like up close. You can see how shiny and perfect these coils are. They're just so bouncy and fun. Now, I'm not gonna separate these until I take all of these out. That way we can compare the side by side, exactly what the curls look like when they first come out of their heatless curl gig we've got going. So now we're gonna do the foam side and get all these ones down. Okay. So far it looks like these are going to be tighter curls, as in just like a lot shorter. You see that? How short that is? Really springy. Okay, so as you can see already, these ones definitely are not as perfectly formed as the Curlformer ones. These ones are very, very uniformed coils. And these ones are kind of more carefree, almost more natural looking, to be honest. Like, they just look a little bit less perfect, I guess. They just don't look as perfect as the Curlformer ones, which is fine. It's just a completely different look that we're going for. Okay, so here's how this side looks. Again, it's very shiny, very big curls as the other side, but just not as defined and perfect coils as the Curlformer side. Now, I will say, I don't know how many uses you can get out of these foam curlers, because as you can see, there are kind of indents from where my hair was. So I don't know how many times you'd be able to use this before having to get new ones. So that's something kind of nice about the Curlformer ones, is that these will last a very, 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 very long time because they're just plastic. But let's go ahead and start separating some of these curls and see what we can do. This side definitely feels a lot more stiff from the mousse. I'm not sure why that is. I used about the same amount on this side as I did on the side with the Curlformers, but there's definitely more of a cast that has been left on this foam side. But again, I'm not mad about that. That just means that you can refresh it more times without it going back to its original state. This is the tease that we've got so far on this side. So now let's go ahead and separate the Curlformer side. It's funny, it looks almost like my hair is two different colors, because this side is a lot of a lighter brown for some reason, and this side looks darker, like it almost looks like it's wet, but it isn't. It's just the product that is on my hair that makes it look wet. So that is something that's very interesting, the way that the product reacted differently to the different heatless curl methods. Okay, so here's the side by side. Clearly these ones are a lot softer, more delicate, elongated curls, whereas these ones are very, very, very coily. Like, they're just a lot smaller curls. These curls seem to be way less exact as the Curlformer ones. They kind of just go in whichever way that they want to. Definitely has more of a natural vibe to it. Like, this looks way closer to my natural hair than this side does. This side looks like I clearly did something to my hair. And clearly this side is much, much, much shorter. There's definitely more shrinkage involved with this method. I think that's definitely caused by the Curlformer specifically going in this specific length. It is going to lengthen your curls and not have as much shrinkage. Whereas this one, you're literally curling it all the way up, so you are gonna have some shrinkage involved. All right, you guys, let me know which side you like better. If you have tried the Curlformers or the foam curlers, let me know. Let me know what your results were and which ones that you like better. I really enjoyed doing this video and getting to see the comparison. I'm not really sure which ones I like better. I think they're just too different for me to pick one. But they're so fun. Like, I love, 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 love getting to experiment with my curls and see how they can be formed in such different ways. Like, that's so crazy how they look completely different on each side of my head. I really hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and have a blessed day.